Our intros are getting more and more creative and involved. Leisure Suit Larry 3, Passionate Patty in pursuit of the pulsating pectorals. Since we last saw our intrepid hero Larry cavorting merrily with his newly found true love on the sands of Nuntonite Island, this beautiful island has undergone extensive improvements. Once pristine and primitive, covered by virgin rainforests, splashed by gurgling streams, and washed by tropical rains, Nuntonite has discovered, and been discovered by, modern civilization.
Well, they're screwed.
Yeah. The villagers, eager to shed their Stone Age lifestyles, united themselves by forming Natives, Inc. to protect their interest and develop their island. Realizing they were sitting on a yuppie dream, a vein of gold they could mine through tourism, they took correspondence courses in business management, public administration, sales, and marketing. By the way, this is timed, the text. If I hit enter, we're going to skip it. So, learning modern construction techniques through self-help books and pirated videotapes of this old house, they began by building a hotel on the very beach where Larry met his love. It was something like that. Borrowing heavily from foreign investors, they expanded into some very attractive tourist traps. My point was I need to pay attention to what I'm reading, and so I took time out from doing that to explain that. Look at the little row of houses. Which one do you want?
I want the one that's not on the volcano.
See, I want the one with the red roof. But growth really exploded when they discovered the holy grail of modern marketing, the wonder of timeshare. Man, that song just keeps going. Ah, civilization. Who would want real palm trees when you never have to prune or water those new plastic models? Welcome to the paradise of the Pacific, the all-new, all-improved, totally yuppified, consumer-orientationalized Nuntonite Island. Alright. I think we want them to try to offend us.
Yes. It's challenging, but I think they might be able to do it.
Well, I'm over 25. We threw this Princess of Sweet 16 last year, so...
I don't have my age on there.
What's your age?
12.
Well, you'd be under 12.
No, it says under 12 or 13 to whatever. 12 is its own category.
Oh, that's right. 12 isn't on there. All right. To prove we're 25 years old, we got to do 5 simple questions. If we can't do these, we can cheat, but I'm going to give them a try. Lizzie Borden gave her mother...
40 wax.
By the way, how good we do on this quiz determines our raunch level. So the game has varying levels of dirtiness, so you won't be offended by stuff. The 5 Marx brothers were Groucho, Harpo, Chico...
Yeah, I'm definitely too young for this.
Zeppo and Gummo.
That was going to be my guess.
Pesticide is a legal term for the murder of a younger sibling.
Nope, I learned that on Game of Thrones last night.
Oh, so what is it?
A legal term for the murder of a younger... Oh, it's a bug killer, but no, it's a...
And finally, I think this is the last one, an oil glut is...
Sure.
Was that 5? No? A philanthropist is a stamp collector. That's a philatelist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I know things. The lasso slinging ability of Phil Sand. A frivolous lover. Anyway, we're having too much fun with the questions instead of the actual game. You are so bright. You got 5 correct out of 5 questions. Therefore, we're playing the game at the totally raunchiest level.
You're welcome.
Which means I'm going to have to do some editing this time. My, how this island has changed. You remember when you parachuted down here, there was nothing but a sleepy little native village inhabited by a tribe of illiterate islanders. Now look at it, it's overgrown with hotels, resorts, casinos, and cheap tourist traps.
Definitely an improvement. Hey, we don't have ranking anymore.
Such is the cost of progress. But at least your job as Vice President of Marketing for Natives Inc. has enabled you to provide a lovely home for you and your beloved wife, Kalalau. So up to this point in Larry's life, he slept with 2 women, Eve and Kalalau.
Well, we're assuming.
No, he definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good on that one. On this site, the great hero of our people, Larry Laffer, single-handedly saved our island from our mortal enemy, the evil Dr. Nonuki. Alright, now before we get too far into this, those are not my saved games. I have no idea where those came from, but...
Maybe it's from the person who's been leaving chocolate and bobby pins in your bedroom.
You know what? I don't make fun of the fact that your apartment isn't haunted. You don't have to make fun of the fact that mine is. One thing I forgot to point out, these older adventure games usually had a boss key. That's, you're playing the game at work and your boss is walking along, and so you'd hit the boss key, in this case Control B, and it would pull up a screen of something that would, hopefully the boss wouldn't see you playing a video game. In this case, we get... That's not really anything at all. Sometimes it's a pie chart, sometimes it looks like a spreadsheet. In this case, it looks like nothing.
It's not very helpful.
The problem is, sorry, but from here all you can do is restart or restore a saved game. Hope you didn't get caught. It drops you into a shell. There was one of them, and I can't remember which one, that actually dropped you into a DOS shell. It looked like you were running DOS, and then you could run other programs, and the game was still running. It was multitasking.
It's clever. I want to know what the expletive is.
Oh yes, that's the one thing we're going to change. Last time we got to change the trite phrase. In this game, we get to select an expletive. So what is he going to yell like as he falls off a cliff to his death? Are we going to go with snowballs again?
No, you're the clever one here. You come up with something.
Okay, I'm the clever one.
Oh, God.
Hey, you didn't want to come up with something.
Okay. Jeff really likes cheese.
I am a fan of cheese.
Everything is awesome.
As he dies. Alright, and one of the first examples of raunch we're going to see is right here. Because Al Lowe got a lot of flack for not having enough sex in the last game. So in this, the raunch level determines how far those blinds are going to go down. Now we're totally raunchy, so let's see how far these blinds are going to go down.
Can't you just cover the face a little bit? Oh, the face.
And there's boobies, and there they go. That was it. It was very exciting.
Yay, animated music.
You wipe the sweat from your hand as you remove your eyes from the binoculars.
My hands always get sweaty when I'm aroused.
Yours too? Okay, I walked to the left, I'm coming out, or I walked to the right, I'm coming out the left. The villagers were wise to retain total financial and political control of the island. For example, they've never allowed vehicular traffic anywhere. Everyone walks wherever they go. Up this path lies your home. Your beloved Kalalau is probably there right now, waiting patiently for your return. This is gonna go well. I have a feeling. Oh, Kalalau, baby, you shout. Your lover boy Larry is home. Oh, no, you're not, cries a voice from over the fence. You don't live here anymore. I found a new lover and filed for divorce. By island law, all I need to do is walk 3 times in a circle around our bed. I've done that many times over the past few years. You are stunned. You had no idea anything was wrong. What do you mean divorce? Walk 3 times? Oh, Kalalau, say it ain't so. She's talking for quite a while. It is so, Larry. I'm leaving you and keeping the house. Now, please go and leave us alone. Us? What do you mean, us? Are you in our hot tub with somebody else? Who? Who is it, Kalalau? I'm with Bobby, my new lover, she responds hurtfully. Bobby is able to meet my needs in ways you never were. You'll never bore me to sleep again, Larry Laffer. You know, Bobby ends with an I. I'll mention that in a second here.
That does seem feminine.
Kalalau, you cry. How could you possibly leave me for another man?
I don't think she did.
All of the women in this game, their names end with an I, including Patty, whose name ended in a Y last time. I didn't, you fool, she replies. Bobby's a woman.
Man, I'm good at this.
Is it because you could see her right there?
No, I mean, I
Poor Larry. Not only does Kalalau no longer love you, she's fallen in love with another woman. What could Kalalau possibly see in an Amazonian Harley-riding former cannibal lesbian slot machine repair woman?
Former cannibal.
There's a tribe of Amazonian cannibal lesbian slot machine repair women on the island. We'll meet them later.
Okay.
She used to be one of them.
Well, as long as it's former cannibal. Or does that make her better at eating out?
Oh dear God. It's not gonna let me open the mailbox yet. We have to finish the intro sequence first. Princess just came up with a joke dirtier than anything that's in the game.
You're welcome.
Recovering from Kalalau's shocking news, you carefully consider the alternatives. I suppose I could go into mourning, you think. Mope around all day, sit in my room, rent lots of videos, things like that. Or I could give up women, remain celibate forever, enter the monastery or something.
That sounds like something Larry would do.
Wait a minute, what am I thinking? No way, not me. Not Larry. Larry Laffer. You know, this island is the perfect location for a sophisticated single swinger like yours truly. And thanks to a wonderful island tradition, Kalalau's dowry gives me hundreds of acres of potentially valuable forest land. Perhaps my love for Kalalau blinded me to the potential of my current locale. Where else can I find more women than at a tropical resort? And to think, every one of them came here seeking just one thing. A good time. Well, thank you for that. We're going to turn that off in a minute. Yeah, that's it, you exclaim out loud. I've had it with monogamy, marriage, long-term relationships, commitment! Speaking to your heart now, right?
Yeah.
So be it. My life's new goal will be to allow as many women as possible to enjoy me while they can.
Somehow reminding me of
Me.
Stanley. No.
Oh. Stanley from Lex. This is actually how I get ready for work every morning. He's back!
Oh, Superman does the same thing.
I can't imagine that it's such a coincidence. Look out, girls. Just when you thought it was safe to dive back into the gene pool, the original swinger is at it again.
I do not want to go swimming anymore.
We're back in a... We've got a little bit of a gut here. Look at that.
We, speak for yourself.
Oops, wrong way. It's going to take me a little while. The jungle is all twisty and turny, and it's going to take me a little while to remember where everything is. Down this path lies your office. Hey, what about that cute little redhead in accounting? You've always wanted a chance to balance her figures.
Oh god.
What, we're just going to go into work where our former father-in-law runs the company. Good morning, David, you tell the guard. Another day, another dollar, eh? Perhaps so, Larry, Dave replies. But then again, perhaps not. Chairman Kenneth wants you to report to his office immediately. Okay, David, you respond. But to yourself, you think, don't worry, it's probably nothing. I bet he wants to compliment me on my last big ad campaign.
That's definitely it.
Yeah, I know Larry's luck. That's how it's gonna go. Good morning, Mr. Laffer, Chairman Kenneth growls. It's so nice of you to fit a little time in your busy day to drop by and see us here at Natives Inc. Please have a seat. Anywhere but on my couch, he concludes. A table, a fountain, I'll sit on it. Whoops. Perhaps you're wondering why I summoned you here, Laffer, begins Ken. It has nothing to do with that recent ad campaign of yours, although by its appearance, you didn't have a hell of a lot to do with it but yourself. Whoops, this isn't going that well, is it, Larry? Since you are no longer married to my daughter and your marketing skills are non-existent, I can't for the life of me think of a reason why I should keep you on here. Pounding on the desk. In fact, I've been waiting for this moment for quite a long time. I know the perfect way to handle this situation. How you hate it when he gets that look in his eye. Perhaps I could introduce you to a favorite hobby of mine.
Bowling.
Jeff is awesome, yells Chairman Kenneth. Another 7-10 split. See, and you didn't think it was that clever. Davy boy, barks Kenneth, load up my RAM disk. I'm going to take the laptop out for a spin today.
They had laptops?
Well, well, Larry, it seems your ad campaign wasn't the only thing Chairman Kenneth didn't appreciate. They did, but they weren't really that mobile. Oh well, you lived off your wits once. You can do it again. I feel very under-equipped. You shake the haze from your brain, slowly rise to your feet, and stumble groggily outside. That was humiliating, Larry. You vow never to work for him again.
That should be an easy promise to keep.
That should be the end of our intro sequence. We are now actually playing the game.
Just wait for these credits to go away.
The credits randomly pop up until they've all played out. So, just as I'm walking around, they'll keep showing up until there are no more. I gotta see if I can remember my way around this. There's something that always happens in a Larry game. Move over until... Okay, fine. You know what? I'm in the right area. You see this? You see this right here?
Yes.
That's what I'm picking up. So it made me walk over here.
Well, obviously.
You take the beautiful chunk of granadillo wood from beneath the tree. What?
Don't ever try to pronounce Spanish words again.
Look at the shape of that. Depending on your raunch level, it's shaped differently.
Oh, really?
Yes. This part becomes shorter and shorter based on raunch level.
So more like Larry.
A lot more like Larry. Oh, no, I wanted to go back to the home. Okay. Let's see if we got any mail. Well, well, look at this. It's an envelope from your credit card company. Eagerly, you take the envelope from your mailbox. Could this be the big break from Ed McMahon you've been hoping for? Larry, I got bad news. Ed McMahon is dead. Say, it's an answer from that credit card company whose application you mailed in only 15 weeks ago. Ripping open the envelope, you discover your new credit card. And look, it's in your name only. Kalalau can't claim this as community property. This game begins the long-standing tradition of Larry giving away absurd property in exchange for sex. Just like crazy.
So just like in real life.
Kinda, yeah. Okay, there's nothing over there. This is the secret room over here. This room serves no function in the game whatsoever. You can sit and watch the TV. Sometimes there's a newspaper to read. There is no points and nothing in this room. I have no idea why it's even there. We're gonna go to the beach. I gotta remember how to get to the beach, but then we're gonna get to the beach. This is the law offices of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. It is not a beach. There's a cave that's easy to die in.
Does it say Chippendale?
Oh yes, that's the Chippendale Strip Club. Male dancers. Well, we'll go ahead and do this, because why not? Sitting at this table are Bill Skirvin and Al Lowe, deep in an esoteric discussion about 3D animated graphic adventure game design. Just what do you want to say to your creator, your god, Princess? If you could speak to Al Lowe, what would you say?
Hi.
Okay, it wants more than that. Hi, Al. Hey, I've got an idea. How about if you and I sit in a comedy club and make Larry walk up to us and say something like, "Hi, Al." "Hi, Al, huh?" says Bill. "Are you crazy? No way. That's so lame. Larry would never say that." "Yeah, I suppose you're right," says Al. "This is not a good idea. Let's get out of here." "Hi, Al." Really? Poof. If I sat down in this chair, a stand-up comedian would come out and make racist jokes. And if you sit through all of them, you get points, and the comedian turns into a chicken. It takes about 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah, we're not doing it.
That's way too long for a joke.
It's a lot of jokes.
Are they good jokes?
Some of them. Al Lowe knows how to write a joke.
I love me a good racist joke.
Well, you get to pick the races, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get to pick whatever ethnicities you want. Another reason we're not doing it. I remember where the beach is now. But first I'm gonna get this soap on a rope. You grab the unusually shaped soap on a rope that hangs above the sink. We'll go ahead and get some water too while we're sitting here. Because we're thirsty. Alright. Now we're gonna get this story moving on. We're going to the beach.
Where there is a woman sunbathing.
There is so much death in this game.
Does she kill you too?
Souvenirs, souvenirs, get your genuine Nun tonight souvenirs. Wow, oh, wow, exclaims Tawny. Souvenirs, what you selling? She asks the peddler. Genuine plastic souvenirs, handmade in the city of... What was that, asked the girl? Hong Kong. The vendor mumbles under his breath. Oh, no matter, as long as they're genuine. Get me several. You never know when I might get back this way, and I just love buying souvenirs. Altogether, that comes to, the peddler pauses, considering what the market will bear, $300 American, and I'll cover the taxes for you. Really? That expensive? Well, okay, if you say so. Hey, thanks a lot, says the vendor. Have a nice day.
I bet all stores wish customers were like that.
If I walk into the water in a leisure suit, I'll drown to death. It's a thing that'll happen.
You'll drown to death?
Oh, yeah. But now I can't see her because my stomach's in the way. Oh,
Story of...
souvenirs,
Never
souvenirs, get you genuine. Yeah, just, oh wow, souvenirs. Yeah, it's just... Seashells? I see you sell seashells on the slimy seashore. How are your shells different from the ones lying on son of a beach? This is the son of a beach. These are no longer contaminated with that crude oil sewage mixture we call ocean water. Oh, well, you better let me have a few. She says, here's $50. Can I get lots? Sure, here's a bag full, says the vendor. Have a nice day. Hello, you say to the beautiful young girl on the towel. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Hello, Larry, replies the blonde. My name is Tawny, with an I. Wow, she looks even better vertical.
Fair enough.
Bet she has a great horizontal hold.
Is that a wrestling move?
We could just stare at this for a while.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then we look at her face. Before you speak, you look straight into her eyes. We can look at any part of her face that you'd like. Would you like more information about her nose?
Yes.
Tawny's pert little nose has years of experience sniffing out bargains.
I suspect not, based on what we just observed.
Have you been to that new downtown Nun Tonight mall? No, but if I ever find it, I bet I could spend my whole vacation there. Alright, so we know what she's into. She likes buying stuff. She likes buying a lot of stuff. If only we had some way to win her heart.
Like a credit card.
You think?
I
You just
do.
want to throw a credit card around?
I think that's what Larry would do.
Ooh, now there's something that earns my interest.
Ha! Credit joke. That's a bit forward.
Oh, how you'd love to sneak a peck onto that gorgeous cheek.
That's always a place I want to kiss somebody. And she...
Well, sadly, our only option is to give away the credit card.
How did I know?
Here, Tawny, you say, I can see how you enjoy shopping. I'd like you to have my credit card.
Just take it.
Yeah. First woman Larry meets on a beach, and he just says, you know what? Take my credit card, which, by the way, has the Sierra logo on it twice.
She is topless.
Yeah, but he could offer to buy her something instead of giving her his credit card. Oh, Larry, cries Tawny. It's the perfect gift. The right size, the right shape, and the right color. Gold. And I think I know a perfect way to express my appreciation to you, too. Come here, big boy.
Jeff just grabbed my knee.
I got excited. The raunch level also affects the amount of gyration.
Oh, that's a lot of gyration.
Souvenirs! Souvenirs! Get your genuine None Tonight souvenirs! Oh wow, exclaims Tommy! Souvenirs! What you selling? I have some fine Ginsu knives. Excuse me for a moment, will you? Tawny asked you. Something else has popped up. Well, you think to yourself, that was rude. So what do you think, lady? Says the vendor. Wouldn't you like one of these fine Ginsu knives to take home for a souvenir? For you, I'd make a special deal. Ooh, says Tawny. Is it really a bargain? I just love bargains. Most assuredly so, says the peddler. It's made with hand-rubbed hickory handles and a blade of finest Sheffield carbonized steel, drawn from the hottest 100-year-old oak charcoal fires honed to perfection by small oriental virgins and guaranteed for life.
Because virgins do everything better.
Or until you leave this beach, whichever comes first. Virgins do it best. Eventually. I'll take it, says Tawny. Does it come in a carrying case? No, says the peddler. But I'll bet you could, thinks the peddler. What? So that'll be $30, he concludes. Well, let me see, replies Tawny, digging into her bikini bottoms. Oh gosh, I've only got 20 bucks in cash left. But wait, I have this nice shiny new credit card. Turning to you, she says, hey, hold this knife for me, will you? Thanks ever so much, madam, says the native, sliding his imprinter over your former credit card. It's a pleasure doing business with a real pro. Bet she is. Turning back to you, Tawny says, I'm sorry to interrupt us, my little shopper whopper, but you know I just can't resist a purchase. And now, where were we? I believe we were right about here. You paused to contemplate her rude behavior. Were you too offended by her thoughtless interruption to continue making love to the beautiful young Tawny?
Nope.
Nope. Good call. And back again to the Bolero. This is really exciting to watch. I'm glad I'm not here by myself. It'd be awkward.
It's very stimulating.
Suddenly, you become very aware that hundreds of tiny sand crabs have been crawling inside your leisure suit pants since you first laid down on the beach. Yow! You scream. Quick, get off of me! Is my lovemaking that good for you, my little middle-aged mall man? Says Tawny. Jeff is awesome, you cry. Tawny, I've got a terrible case of crabs. Crabs? Shouts Tawny. I should have known better than to have anything to do with a local, especially an older local, and a pudgy older local at that.
But usually having sex with somebody you just met works out so well.
In exchange for the first present they give you?
That's credit card.
Well, as you pull out a large crab from your pants, Tawny says, like, man, I refuse to party with any guy so socially irresponsible. Get lost, Placido Domingo. Tawny, baby, you cry. Does this mean we're through? There is no response.
There's no response to crabs.
So that's it. Larry just lost his credit card to Tawny for no reason. But we did get a knife out of it, which we have to sharpen on the concrete steps. You rub your dull Ginsu knife back and forth on the smooth concrete steps of the Hope Casino.
I'm sure I would have thought of that eventually.
As you wandered around.
No, not at all.
Much to your surprise, it becomes razor sharp.
That is to my surprise.
Without thinking, you hastily shove it back into your pocket.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Ow. Alright, princess. We're not done with Tawny yet. She has one more thing we can take from her. What does she have in her bikini bottoms?
20 bucks?
I say we get it. How do we get money out of this broad?
Oh, money. I don't know.
How does everybody else get money out of this broad?
Oh, you offer resell or something.
If only we had something authentic and handmade.
Like this Ginsu knife we just referenced?
Well, no, we stole the Ginsu knife from her. What else do we have? Ah! Well, I don't think it's going to be the soap on a rope with a hole in the middle. How about if we try putting 2 items together? You use your razor-sharp Ginsu knife to carefully carve the precious wood that I can't pronounce into what you hope will be accepted as a primitive island native sculpture. I almost think I might have to edit the end result. Oh, it's not going to show it to me. It's not going to show it to me that way, okay. But just for the princess, I'm going to have to censor this for you guys. You've always been a true admirer of the African primitive school of sculpture. You guys are just going to have to imagine what's underneath that black box I have kindly provided. The tough tropical island grass slices your hand to ribbons, but refuses to budge. If only you had some way to cut it. Really? I gotta spell this out for you, game? Okay. Your razor-sharp Ginsu knife slices through the blades of grass like a hot samurai sword through a tub of cheap margarine. We've all done that.
Is there expensive margarine?
Maybe at Whole Foods? Congratulations! You are the proud new owner of some long blades of grass. So what am I gonna do with the grass?
Smoke it.
If I'm gonna sell, you carefully weave the wild grass into what you hope will pass for a primitive island native outfit. If I'm gonna get this 20 bucks from her, I gotta look like another guy selling souvenirs. Alright, I gotta go change my pants. And after we finish with Tawny, that's gonna be the end of this video. You remove your leisure suit and hide it inside the stall while slipping into the grass skirt. Boy, do you look like a native now. Where did he hide the bathing suit? Okay, now I'm stuck in here. Oh my god, there we go.
And you somehow lost your gut.
Yeah, he looks a little bit better. I think it's because the skirt here is actually on his gut. Makes him look a little slimmer.
Keep wearing this the rest of the game.
Like a girdle. I forgot. Screw it. Let's see, where is that? Autosave. Remind me every 0 minutes. I can't enter the casino dress like that. I wasn't trying to. But since it reminded me, I'll go ahead and save. He does look better like this. He almost... Souvenirs! Souvenirs! Get your genuine None Tonight souvenirs! Tawny was just having sex with this man. Let's see if she notices.
I'm sure she doesn't.
Oh, wow, explained Tawny. Souvenirs! What you peddling? She asked the peddler. Genuine, native islander designed, labeled erotic carvings for only $20, you cry, but you better hurry. I only have one left. Well, says Tawny, I might be interested. Does it have any special features? Your disguise seems to be working, Larry. Tawny doesn't recognize you, despite you having your penis inside of her moments before. Well. I'm glad you asked, you respond. Actually, there's one small part that might attract your eye. I gotta put another black box on the screen. Jeff is awesome! It's a deal! See, she saw that sculpture. She thought of me.
Yikes!
And I think that tells you more about me than you ever needed to know. I don't know much about art, but I know what I like. You're lucky. I'm down to my last 20 bucks, says Tawny. Here you are. Thank you very much, miss. And use it in good health.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to use that in poor health.
So we gave her our credit card so that we could go back and get 20 bucks from her.
We're not very smart.
Larry's stupid when it comes to women. Since you have no further use for the silly grass skirt, how do you know? You toss it through a hole conveniently placed in the floor. You presume for just this purpose.
Well, what else was the baby putting down there?
And now that we've gotten Tawny's last $20, we're going to take the only other thing that she has left in the world. We're taking her beach towel. Apparently when Tawny ran out of money, she decided to just leave the beach and left her towel behind. Anyway, that's it for this video. We finished with Tawny. Next time, we'll work on Cherry Tart. See you guys then.